Hi, welcome to At Home with Madeleine Lee, and today I'm going to make a doorway which is very plain, make it look like it's a really lovely grand opening into a magic world. When we bought the house, this was an extension, brand new, concrete floors, had no character at all, so slowly I've been building in the character, and the floors were cement and carpeted and laid them down with wood. And first of all, I'm going to kick off by putting my shutters here. Look at the lovely patina on these shutters, they're gorgeous. Everywhere I go, I'm always looking out for them. You can never have too many shutters. What a difference already this is making, and I haven't even finished. And of course, it's a lovely Christmas colour. And look, can't wait to put my little wreaths on there. Oh, I love it, I love Christmas. So I'm using pigments for my paints, pure pigments, courtesy of Lakeland Paints. We've used them for quite a while and they're all eco-friendly, which is fantastic. This is yellow oxide, and this colour goes very nicely, I think, with this. And then I found a very nice deep red oxide, and I'm going to mix these two together, and I'm going to paint the framework and the birds, and let's see how that goes. I'm just using the top of the paint on the lid, and I'm using an old brush that's got a little bit dry, which actually works a lot better. I was just using a new brush a minute ago and it really covers too much paint. You want the bristles to be quite hard. And so I actually have dry brushing brushes that I use for ages and ages. And they're much better than using a normal brush. And I'm basically just really putting this on my first base very strongly. Not a lot of paint, but just really pushing it in. And then of course I'm going to be topping this with my darker red. I often dab it on just a piece of kitchen paper as well, because you really don't want too much on. But of course you can just sandpaper, you can use the white dry paint on top. We're going to be using the red oxide as well. I'm looking forward to do these birds because they're going to really stand out now. You can just by dabbing your brush into the crevices, my lovely golden birds are going to start shining and become alive, and they might fly around the house if I'm lucky. I often am a very impulsive painter. I can have an idea while I'm sleeping, wake up, and then I get up and get my paint box out and I start painting. And I like to these things happen very quickly, so I'm not an articulate painter. I just go for it and feel it. It's like a little dance. And sometimes I'm done things in, just 20 minutes. This won't take long, this whole. So anyway, I've done the base colour here. And this is just the beginning. I often sand down on paint when I've just done it as well. I like the effect it has. Especially if you've gone over a little bit thicker than you want to. But we're starting to get the colour. I'm now going to bring in the red oxide. Let's shake it back. And all I've used for this is basically just a slight film on top of one of the tops. It's quite amazing how far it goes when you do it like that. So if you look here, I doubt if I'll use any more of that than that on the whole. Right, this is really going to bring the warmth in it. What a beautiful colour, look at that. And again, if you go over it a little bit, do it very lightly. But if you go over, like I have just there, all you need to do is just sandpaper down. It's paint, you can always wipe it off, go over it. So what I'll do is just get my, I can't believe this. Leah's got my sandpaper. You are my little assistant, but you need to help me. So we've done our ochre and we've done our deep red. And now I'm just putting the deep red on the birdies. It really stands out compared to white. I had to match this whole look with the chandelier that was here. And so I went out and picked some really nice autumn leaves that go with the colours of the doorway. And anyway, I've just put them on there. I'm going to do a little bit more with that later. But as you can see, I've put a little bit of greenery around there as well. And I've made my little wreaths to go around there just with some wire and just wrap around some of the greenery and a little ribbon. I couldn't help myself, but I had to get my Lady Jane here around some greenery, just so when you're looking through, you kind of see a little bit of that lovely mustard gold colour. I've got my Ibavalla dress on from many seasons ago. It's lovely, it's really soft, very warm, wintry, and I've got one of her silk underskirts on. And so it is goodbye from me, and it's goodbye from Lady Jane.